this is Jennifer Moore, and today we're going to talk about a tool inside of Photoshop that lets you fill in spots in your photo using a function very similar to copy and paste. It's called the Content Aware Move and Extend tool. We're looking at a photo I took while I was in Athens. I took it on top of the Acropolis, looking out over a broken wall, across the old agora, and into both modern and ancient Athens. Now, I know with this photo that ultimately I want to crop it in a little tighter. Oh, about right here. But you'll notice when I do that it creates this awkward spot of grass along the hillside. It's kind of out of context and it draws your eye in a way that I don't really want for this photo. So before we crop it, I want to fill that in. If you've ever been on top of the Acropolis, you know that one of the things you see everywhere is piles of rocks. They're where they've fallen off of a monument. Some places they've been categorized to be put into a restoration effort. So it would be perfectly normal for somebody to look at this wall and expect to see a pile of rocks all along it. Now, before we begin, we do want to go ahead and make a copy of our layer so that we can revert back to it in case we don't like the results. Now, we'll select the Move and Extend tool. You find that along with all of your other healing tools in your toolbar. It says Content Aware Move tool. Now, if we use this in move mode, what it would do is work like a cut and paste. It would cut out the area we select, and when we moved it into the new area, it would just fill in the space that was left behind using Content Aware Fill. But we want to extend. We just want to copy, not erase. So if you look in the mode section, you'll see that right now I've already chosen extend. Make sure that's chosen. And I'm going to take this, and when we look at it, this pile of rocks, we're going to drag it along and throw it, right about here. You'll see that's done a pretty good job. You might want to try playing with the structure slider that goes with this. If you have it all the way at the end where you see 7, then that's going to make a very rigid copy. You'll see that all of the rocks are exactly the same rough transitions, exactly where I copied it from. If you have it at the other extreme, the 1, it goes the other direction, and it's very loosely interpreting that. So for something like this pile of rocks, I want to keep it around a 2 or a 3. So I want to make sure that I don't make too many copies of any rocks that are very obvious. So you'll see this upright rock and the one that looks like a triangle seem a little obvious to me. I want to mix it up a little. And because we have a lot of weeds, I also want to try to move some rocks from this lower weed patch. So I'm going to copy a few of those. You'll notice I'm not being very careful about where I draw these edges. Part of the beauty of that structure tool is it gives you a good bit of leeway with this. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste it right on top of the other pile I made. And you can do this, just select and go as you wish with any piles of rocks you see in the picture. I'm going to pile them on top of each other. I'm going to take them from multiple locations. Anything that kind of diversifies it and helps it look more realistic. It's going to help out my photo. Do one more right there. Now, let's see when I go back into crop mode, if I filled in enough spots. Nope. We have to deselect before we can crop. Now that we've deselected that, and I go and I raise it up, we're almost there. I've still got one more corner rock to fill in. So let me hit escape out of that. We're going to go back, grab our tool for one last time, and let's go back to our original pile of rocks for this, except we're going to leave out that one that's running uphill a little. Get a big chunk of them. I'm going to throw it in right there. Oh, maybe we need just one more. I don't like the way that one drew. Here we go. I think this will do it. I'm going to throw it in right there. Now we'll go grab our crop tool one more time. And I think I'll come in a little bit on the right side as well. And there we go. No more boring grassy hillside, and it's very easy to tell we're looking right out through a crack in a broken old wall. So now that you know how to use this, go look through your own photos and see if you can find some places where you want to copy and paste and fill in those gaps.